Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. Investment in food security sector seminar discusses the opportunities available for owners of small and medium-sized enterprises in the Governorate of Dhahira. The Indian Ocean Ream Association hails the active role of the Sultanate in the association and affirms that a fisheries support unit will be built in Oman. And a workshop in Muscat discusses the development of international regulations on biological systems. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a cable of thanks from His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, Emir of Kuwait, in reply to a cable of condolences sent by His Majesty the Sultan on the death of Sheikh Lulwa Muhammad Al Ali Al Malik Al Sabah. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Donald Trump of the United States of America in reply to a cable of condolences sent by His Majesty the Sultan on the death of former President George Bush. To enhance fraternal relations and a joint cooperation between the Sultanate and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, participates in the meeting of high-ranking border authorities between the two countries in Riyadh in response to an official invitation of His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Saud Al Saud, Minister of Interior of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. His Excellency the Minister is accompanied by a delegation comprising His Excellency Engineer Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, His Excellency Mohammed bin Yusuf Al Zarafi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Administrative and Financial Affairs, Major General Hamid bin Sulaiman Al Hatmi, Assistant Inspector General of Police and Customs for Operations, His Excellency Abdullah bin Aqil Al Ibrahim, Advisor at the Office of Minister of State and Governor of Dhafar, His Excellency Sheikh Saif bin Hamir Al Malik Al Shehi, Governor of Dhahira, and a number of senior officials from the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Legal Affairs, and Royal Oman Police. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of Dhahira organized a seminar on investment in food security sector and the available opportunities for small and medium-sized enterprises. The number of work papers on investment in food security sector were presented during the seminar. The event urged businessmen and businesswomen to invest in the projects being implemented in this vital sector, such as projects include Al-Anama Poultry Project and Mazoon Project for dairy products. It is well aimed to acquaint small and medium-sized enterprises with the opportunities available in this sector. The event was held under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Jafar As-Sijwani, Minister of Commerce and Industry. Her Excellency Nomvoyo Nokwe, the Secretary General of the Indian Ocean Ream Association, praised the Sultanate's active role in the association, indicating that fisheries support unit will be built in the Sultanate. She also stressed that the Council of Marine Transport and Digital Tourism Platform will be established soon. The Ministry of Civil Service participated in the 7th round of World Government Summit, which was kicked off in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. The three-day event discussed a number of topics related to future of vital sectors like future of technology and its impact on government and future of education and labor market. The summit includes a number of activities like excellent government initiative which aims to acquaint with latest global trends in order to improve innovative solutions to face current challenges. The Sultan's delegation to the summit was led by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Omar Al Marhoun. Still to come in our news bulletin. The iconic items belonged to South Africa's former president Nelson Mandela are showcased in a London exhibition. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Establishing some dams in the wilaya of Al-Kamil wa Al-Wafi in the Governorate of North Sharqiya and discussing the sites of underground water recharge dams was the ready to be implemented were the center of discussions at the meeting of Water and Food Security Committee of the Shura Council with specialists from the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth and the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources. The committee also reviewed with the officials from the two ministries the storage capacity of the current dams in the governorates of North and South Sharqiya and the mechanisms followed to benefit from the stored water. It also discussed ways to permit the importing of camels from outside the Sultanate for the purpose of slaughtering and the conditions that should be followed when they enter the country. The Ministry of Information launched the Sultan's website in French and English language on the portal of Paris International Book Fair. The Sultan is participating as a special guest in the book fair, which will be held in March. The participation came to shed light on the cultural diversity and deep-rooted civilization of the Sultanate and the role of Omani books in the regional and international arenas. A number of Omani historians and writers will take part in Paris Book Fair 2019. It is worth mentioning that the website will allow visitors of the book fair to explore various sites in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health celebrated the graduation of the first batch of Oman College of Health Sciences of Muscat Governorate along with a new batch of Higher Institute for Health Specialization for the academic year 2017-2018 from various specializations at Al Bustan Palace Hotel. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Rabai.
A graduation ceremony was held last night under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Hosni, Minister of Health and Secretary for Health Affairs, in the presence of Undersecretaries of the Ministry of Health, senior officials and faculty, together with parents. The total number of graduates reached 482 students. 286 graduates are the first batch of Oman College of Health Sciences in Muscat Governorate, holding bachelor and diploma degrees in nursing, health sciences, pharmacy and health information management. While the number of graduates of the Higher Institute for Health Specializations reached 196 graduates of postgraduate diploma in nursing specializations, including renal dialysis, pediatric and neonatal critical care, adult critical care, mental health, emergency care, community health, in addition to other specializations such as the health services management, infection control and midwifery, as well as a bachelor degree on general nursing.
I have done my level best. Today I'm celebrating the achievement. I came the first. Thank you to Minister of Health. Thank you to all faculty and HIHS. Thank you to my family who support me all this study. Thank you very much.
A graduating student gave a speech in which she expressed her gratitude on behalf of all the graduating colleagues to the Almighty Allah and to His Majesty the Sultan. She also expressed her gratitude to all teachers and parents and the appreciation of higher quality of education they have received, and highly motivated to render health services to all those who are in need.
I am so happy today to celebrate my successful achievement in the Higher Institute of Health Specialty, where I have specialized in mental health postgraduate program. I am ready to join the team of this specialty everywhere in Oman.
Professor Mustafa Fahmi, Dean of Oman College of Health Sciences, expressed his pride and joy for the College of Health Sciences and Higher Institute of Health Specialties for providing a high-quality and comprehensive health care education for nurses and allied health professionals that achieve the Ministry of Health's ambitious goals and establish an integrated health system, comply with the Future Health Vision 2050.
Course give me a great opportunity to learn knowledge and skills that will help me to improve the quality of nursing care in Oman, thanks to my family who supported me the whole time and everything.
Within the ceremony program, the graduates performed the oath which confirms the importance of the professional ethics. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
With participation of 5 colleges from Sultan Qaboos University and school students, the activities of the 9th Technology Forum started today. The forum reviewed the 4th Industrial Revolution, which focuses on linking between human brain and technology. A number of students' technical projects were reviewed in the event that highlighted the latest development in the technology. Cinema shows for children were displayed at a cinema forum in its 3rd edition, which is assigned for spiritual cinema. The 4-day event will highlight some Omani, Arab and international cinema works. The show started with a film titled The Mother and the Son, which talked about the strong relationship between the mother and her children. The event aims to increase the cinema culture in the Sultanate among all segments of the society, including young people. A host of writers and critics from inside and outside the Sultanate are taking part in the event. The Directorate General of Pharmaceutical Affairs and Drug Control, in collaboration with the World Health Organization Office, organized today a workshop on regulations and biological similar in Muscat. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai.
In collaboration with the World Health Organization Office in the Sultanate, the Directorate General of Pharmaceutical Affairs and Drug Control, a workshop on regulation of biological biosimilar led by the WHO consultant in the presence of the Director General of Pharmaceutical Affairs and Drug Control at the Ministry of Health, held its activities this morning, attended by over 30 participants, specialist member of Higher Committee, medication, members of Technical Committee for Registration of pharmaceutical companies and their products, along with a number of concerned authorities.
The meeting, what people are concerned about is how we regulate these products. And some of these products are very expensive. They're really very sophisticated. And so there's a discussion how you balance the controls of these products and make sure they're safe and effective, and the cost, basically. So there are products coming onto the market in many countries now, to call it biosimilars. That means they're not generics. Sorry, excuse me, they're not generics. But there's a way of getting these products out which is similar to the original product, but that they're safe and effective, very safe and effective. And how you actually control those and what you have to do. It's very difficult. Making these products is not easy, but lots of companies are actually making them now globally. And so the expectation is that the cost of these medicines will become much cheaper in the future.
Current status of biological products registrations and analysis, role of biologics in cancer diseases, biotherapeutics and global health through the WHO standards and future perspectives and other related issues were discussed.
This workshop is mainly for discussing about different regulation around the world regarding the biosimilar products. We know that the biological products and biosimilar products used mainly for the cancer cases. We know that this type of medicine is very expensive. Now, around the world, they're starting now to register this product and market these products to reduce the burden mainly for the budgets in different ministries of health.
The workshop also reviewed the latest developments related to the regulations of biological and biosimilar, which are sensitive products starting from manufacturing, transporting, storing, dispensing and using. WHO consultant is visiting the Sultanate for several days to assess the registration and analysis system of the biological biosimilars and the biotechnologies in order to compare the system followed in the directorate with the global system. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The official exhibition of Mandela, which opened in London on February 8th, includes an interactive show, features iconic items that belong to Nelson Mandela, and takes visitors on a personal journey through the life of South Africa's former president and one of the world's most iconic freedom fighters. Here's a report.
For a man who spent nearly 3 decades in prison, the passage of time was no doubt important to Nelson Mandela. So it's perhaps fitting that an exhibition opening in London on Friday about his life and legacy features his watch, which was always kept on South African time wherever he traveled in the world, as the country's first black president.
My grandfather, during his presidential years, he wore a watch, a Philip Patek watch. And I've made that watch available because he gave me that watch. And I think he was such a committed person and always on time and always held up time. And he was never late for any commitment. Even when he traveled abroad, his watch remained on South African time, which we found hilarious as a family. But that watch is also here on display.
The interactive exhibition takes a journey through Mandela's life, including his upbringing in rural Eastern Cape as the son of a chief, his 27-year incarceration, and the end of apartheid when he became president in 1994. Mandela died in 2013, aged 95. It features previously unseen footage alongside more than 150 artifacts, such as clothes, campaign posters and travel documents on loan from the family of the Nobel Peace Prize winner, and museums and archives worldwide.
We need to champion the work that he represented. He was a global icon for justice, peace, and fought for human rights. And we need to take the stand to speak out.
Mandela said the show was an important tribute to a global icon of justice, and he hoped it would inspire a sense of action and accountability in younger generations.
It is critical for us to remember this person, to learn from his lessons, to learn from his legacy. It's our generation's responsibility to ensure that we record history for generations to come, to understand the character and to understand the glorious human achievement of Nelson Mandela.
London is the first city to host the touring show Mandela, the official exhibition before it's permanently mounted in Mandela's birthplace, Vezo.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Investment in food security sector seminar discusses the opportunities available for owners of small and medium-sized enterprises in the governorate of Al-Dhahira. The Indian Ocean Ream Association hails the active role of the Sultanate in association and affirms that a fisheries support unit will be built in Oman. And a workshop in Muscat discusses the development of international regulations and biological systems. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.